Hello everyone, Murray the Pieman back here to play a little more Dark Forces. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and jump between this and Wing Commander and maybe a couple of other games just to stop myself getting bored. Now, I don't know what the sound will be like in this. I am working with a bit of hay fever and with a new mic, so do bear with me. Also, just to timestamp this, this was recorded during the big lockdown, so if you are a historian or aliens picking over our remains, yeah, we're all locked in for a while, so there is that. So if you remember from last time, we'd raided the Death Star plans, but clearly they were the wrong ones, because Jinner so got the real ones, so that was a thing, but they were delivered to the rebels. But then this bloke dropped a whole load of superpowered stormtroopers, and so we are getting this briefing from Jan Ors. So she's obviously met us. Good job in the Skyhook, rebels were impressed. Now it's back to mission hopping, just like the old days. Rebel Command has made a brief reconnaissance of the area. It's swarming with Imperial activity. Oh no. And the power is still down in the city, so some of the systems are going to be down as well. You need to find the main hydroelectric generator and get it back online. Okay. So the Empire usually gets sloppy after major events, so we may be able to find evidence or leads about this new Dark Trooper we've been hearing about through Crix Medine. Oh, that name's familiar. His contacts in the Empire will help us follow up on anything you may pick up. Good hunting. So we've got to power up the generator, find a clue to the Dark Trooper and get home. All playing on easy. So let's go. Oh, trying to remember the controls. Okay. It's a weird keyboard mouse combo. Don't know our Fists of Fury are good, but anyone who played a lot of build engine games, this whole sort of look and texture would be very familiar. Oop, that looks like. Oh, that's jump. Well, I would. I was an idiot who ran in front of you and jumped up and down a little. I was always screaming, "Look at me!" Oh no, skeletons! So yeah, they were using the same. It was open again. We'll work it out later, or pause briefly and look up controls. But we'll see how we go on, because we will need the button press. So it was one of the kind of things of build engine games. One of their unique selling points in a way was that the games would actually accommodate things like puzzles. So, unlike, and I don't want to diss Doom in any way, Doom's still much, I would argue, a seminal game.
Stop, rebel scum!
Just remember which one's the fire button, Murray. Doom is a seminal game, but it did have a weird 2.5D rather than 3D, and it was very much you run around shooting things, finding keys, and so the build engine, which this was built in, tried to change that by giving you kind of options to build puzzles, bits that could move scenery and that sort of thing. I am going to have to look at the controls just because I also need my headlight in this game, so do bear with. I may put a cut in here, might not, depends how I'm feeling. He is interact apparently, you can see his crouch. Because this does actually use light and dark a little. So that's what we've looked at so far. And this is one of the downsides of definitely this level, I can't remember if others were like it, is that you do sometimes feel you're kind of wandering about, trying to find your way around some, let's face it, quite samey scenery. So let's see, is this actually a door? No. Oh well. Again, sometimes it was a, is this a door? Is this not? But yes, the build engine could allow you to build kind of puzzles into games, and that changed. So again, this is one of the earlier ones, but some other games, Duke Nukem made a lot of use of it. You'll see if you ever played Duke Nukem 3D, or if I ever go through Duke Nukem 3D, which you can actually quite easily get running on a modern machine, then...
You're not authorized in this area.
Yeah, so if you can get it running on a modern machine, then yes, it leaned quite heavily on puzzles, although admittedly puzzles are a very certain type. Page down and page up is look up and look down. But I think we might just go down and say hi, but see, it's getting dark here, so that little grove of green lights there is actually a torch. I should probably start. I'm getting quite a few, so let's maybe use the slightly inaccurate and useful stormtrooper gun. Can I open this door? No, and that's one of the things in this level. You remember how she said you have to switch on the power? Well, at present the power is off, and so I can't open a door. Let's switch off. Save our batteries. If I remember, the actual way you get down here is just to hop over the wall. I think I've actually damaged some scenery. Yeah, you see, so this isn't, it's not actually a puzzle as far as this is just keeping an eye open for things. Now I do like the way they have made this kind of look like it's a massacre. That's quite neat. And then being able to, so you can't open any of the doors now. I think that was actually the door that I was at before. Wish they had a radar, but I suppose they're trying for something. Well, most FPS type in. Aside from that, I do love the old Sound Blastery music versions of the Star Wars music. It's very recognisably Star Wars, and again, gives you that feeling that you're. The selling point of these games was, hey, look, you're in Star Wars, and I think they really do sell that. One of the things they could do with puzzles in games like this was it meant that you could do things like have in this, so for example there's my hydroelectric power thing, I believe, but it meant that you could do things like have a bit of a mission that's dependent, you know, areas of the game that you can open up later, and not just through the key card. It did give you a bit more that you could do. You're still in there. Yay, got him. Ooh, weapon supercharge. I wonder what that's blindingly obvious what it does. Wish I'd had it when there was a baddie around. Because I will bet you anything that this is a... weapon supercharge working out well. No, looks like this is their cantina. Oh, there goes the weapon supercharge. Well, nice while it lasted. I know you're there. Like I said, it is a bit of a pain trying to find your way around. You are usually looking for, is there a stormtrooper there? Because if there's a stormtrooper, that means it might be somewhere I've not been. However, in this game, you do occasionally have troopers who kind of appear later, so don't concentrate on it. I did like the idea of giving you the shield, and then that you might have seen there was a medipack, so if your shield deteriorates then you'll actually start taking real damage. But at the moment I'm nowhere near that. There's a door. Let's see if I can open it. No, because I've got to switch on the power. Where they keep materializing from. This looks promising. Oh, the torch was on. Ah, yes. A sewer. Lovely. Everyone loves a sewer level, right? I think this gets us to the actual power plant. I like this though. I mean, again, it was stuff that you could do in this engine. Is that you could actually have things like bobbing water. I think it's in here I'm needing to go. But nice that I can. Later games would actually, things like Duke Nukem would actually have underwater levels complete with like a breathing underwater kind of mechanic. This is part of their hydroelectric system, but I've clearly missed something. One of the downsides is they did occasionally try platform puzzles, and I don't believe that's in this one, but we'll have to see. See, shout if you can see anything, but you're watching this much later than I'm recording, so... In fairness, they're complaining out there with a headlight on, so... Yes, this is the bit that I remember. Because Because that's a puzzle there, if ever I saw one. Just find a way back up. There's a whole area back here that I missed. That's very me. Puzzle time. Let's not fall in the water. Again, another feature of the build engine is moving parts, so I've started up the power. This now means things will change, but in the meantime, let's enjoy a little trip around the carousel. Look, the thing. It's the thing. Infrared goggles. To be honest, I didn't think they ever had them in Star Wars. They probably gave them a weird name. Let's try not to fall in the water, Murray. I didn't need to jump there, I just chose to. He can jump quite high, can old Kyle. Look, now everything has started back up, so this should mean we can access other areas of the stage because the doors will now open. Lights are on. You can see the carnage I have wrought. Maybe we have more stormtroopers emerge. So yeah, so for example... Hey! We've been in here. But I like that, I like the way that you can now get into certain areas and access parts that you couldn't previously. Just because you've switched on the power, so all that's done is unlock some doors, but, you know.
Surrender immediately.
No, before you ask, there isn't a button to literally surrender immediately. Now, if I remember this puzzle, just press that, and this walkway will come round. Very, very build engine puzzle this. Press a button, the walkway comes round. reveals a baddie, and then I can press another button. That walkway swings around again. And I can come over here. Again.
Stop where you are.
There will be more troops here because it's a new area. Now, the dark there was surprisingly enough not a stealth mechanic. I forgot this is a crouch bit. Jam door. Stormtroopers as ever, showing their general effectiveness. Yeah, I do love the little kind of sound blast. I mean, it reminds me of Sound Blaster. Obviously, all the sound cards were available at the time. Well, shield supercharged, so yeah, this is basically invincibility. What you'll actually see if I can find someone to. Yeah, this is the shots actually bounce off. That was quite useful to have going into that room. And rebels like the branding. This would have made it significantly harder this level if I'd had to do that without a supercharged shield.
You there, stop where you are.
It is quite useful that just about everyone drops ammo. I mean, it means you're really not ever short.
You're not on.
You know, other games did start making it oh, there's a button. Don't know what that did. Oh, there. Medical supplies. Again, I don't think I need them, but useful if you had. If you're playing this on not incredibly easy level. One thing's like is that you could technically see how you could approach this differently if you didn't have the super shield. So you could have conceivably
You're not authorized.
come up, run into there and basically come up and cleared it.
Jan? Go ahead, Kyle.
Looks like I found something that can help us out.
Get back to the landing pad and I'll meet you there.
Here, you see, plot happened. I believe some more stormtroopers will materialise to try and stop me getting back to the landing pad, so... I'm not trying to... No, never don't collect stuff. Yes, this was a crouch. Just go out the window. of a mass murder of stormtroopers here, obviously. You know, did he have a family? Who knows? They do seem to just pop out of nowhere. It is a little annoying. It's one of the things I did like about Doom. In Doom you always had an idea of where they'd appear from. These ones do just seem to have respawned. Of course in Doom you knew where they came from because you could look at something, see the door that had opened to hide the compartment where the stormtrooper was waiting for you. Ah, secret room. Extra life. Yeah, this game has lives. Also save points, so you know, bit of a thing. Again, just some of the stuff that you get in old games. Scores, lives. Who did that? Show yourself. It's your own time you're wasting. Hey! Here's Jan and the old mouldy crow. But that was, again, a thing I've not been used to in games, is being able to see things like that, so we can go here and then pick next mission. That thing you found is a weapon, too large for a human being. Most types a prototype weapon for the Dark Trooper, which we mysteriously know the name of. I found the symbol MR on the barrel, a name of an infamous weapon specialist named Moff Rebus, a real character known for his paranoia. In fact, I'll hold off on this because this looks like the next mission briefing. So, what I will say is that's me for now. If you enjoyed this, do please like and subscribe. Please leave me a comment. It's always nice to get people talking back to me, either in the comments there, or you can talk to me on Twitter. I'm at Pieman70. That's capital P, capital M, and the number 70. And again, always happy to hear feedback on the video. So I'll be back with possibly a bit more Wing Commander, possibly some of this, possibly something else if I've decided to record something else. I am recording a batch of these, but until you hear the next one of these, till then, bye for now.